Good morning, friends. I want to talk to you today about the power of staying positive, even in the middle of life's toughest battles. We all face challenges. We all go through storms. There are moments when it feels like everything is coming against us. Unexpected setbacks, disappointments, and difficulties. But here's the good news. You don't have to be a victim of your circumstances. You can choose to rise above them. You see, life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. It's easy to be happy when everything is going our way, when we get the promotion, when people treat us right, when the finances are flowing. But what about when things don't go as planned? What about when the doors close, when the people walk away, when the doctor's report isn't what you expected? That's when your faith is tested. That's when you have to dig deep and say, I refuse to let this defeat me. I refuse to give up. I choose to stay positive. Some people spend their lives dwelling on the negative, letting the hardship steal their joy. But your attitude is like a magnet. It will attract either more problems or more blessings. When you stay in peace, when you keep believing, when you refuse to be bitter, you position yourself for a breakthrough. Think about an eagle. When a storm comes, other birds hide. They try to escape the wind, but not the eagle. The eagle spreads its wings and uses the storm to rise higher. That's what happens when you stay positive in the storm. You don't just survive. You soar. I want to remind you today, no storm lasts forever. No difficulty is permanent. The challenge you're facing is temporary, but the strength you build from it will last a lifetime. So when life throws difficulties your way, instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Start declaring, this is not happening to me, it's happening for me. It's making me stronger. It's preparing me for greater things. Friends, don't let a temporary setback turn into a permanent defeat. Stay positive, keep believing, and watch how you come out stronger, wiser, and ready for the blessings ahead. If you stay positive in a negative situation, you win. Life is unpredictable. You can't control every situation, every challenge, or every setback. There will be moments when things don't go your way, unexpected difficulties, disappointments, and struggles. But what truly defines you is not what happens to you, it's how you choose to respond. Some people go through hard times and become bitter, resentful, and discouraged. They allow their circumstances to dictate their attitude, their outlook, and even their future. But others face the same challenges and choose to rise above them. They don't let a bad break define them. They don't allow the loss, the failure, or the betrayal to keep them down. Instead, they decide, I'm not going to let this steal my joy. I'm not going to let this situation defeat me. I will keep believing, keep pressing forward, and keep trusting that something good is coming my way. It's easy to stay positive when everything is going smoothly, but real strength is shown when you can smile in the storm, when you can keep your faith despite the difficulties. The difference between people who grow through adversity and those who get stuck in it is not the size of the problem, but the size of their perspective. Two people can go through the same situation, yet one will overcome it and the other will be overwhelmed by it. One will look for lessons and the other will look for excuses. One will see an opportunity to grow and the other will see a reason to give up. The situation is the same. The response is what makes the difference. You have the power to decide how you interpret and react to what happens in your life. If you stay focused on hope, on faith, and on the belief that something better is ahead, you'll rise above whatever comes your way. But if you let the problem consume your thoughts, if you let the negativity take root, it will hold you back from stepping into the greatness that's meant for you. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Shift your mindset and declare, this is making me stronger. This is preparing me for something greater. I will not let this situation break me. Challenges don't come to stop you. They come to develop you. The pressure, the difficulties, the unexpected detours, they are shaping you, refining you, and pushing you toward a higher level. Victory isn't about avoiding every challenge. It's about facing them with the right attitude. It's about standing firm, keeping a heart of gratitude, and knowing that your best days are still ahead. Hard times come to everyone. No one is exempt from challenges, setbacks, or moments of uncertainty. But the way you respond in those difficult moments is what determines where you'll end up. Your mindset in the struggle shapes your future success. Some people allow tough times to break them. They dwell on what went wrong, complain about how unfair life is, and let negativity take over. They become stuck in bitterness, replaying their disappointments over and over. But others make a different choice. They decide, I may be facing a challenge, but I won't let it define me. I may have suffered a setback, but I'm still moving forward. I will not allow this moment to steal my dreams. Success is not about having a problem-free life. It's about staying positive and persistent even when things don't go your way. It's easy to have faith when everything is working out, but real strength is shown when you can keep believing in the middle of the storm. The difference between people who succeed and those who give up is not their circumstances, it's their attitude. Difficulties don't mean you're failing, they mean you're growing. Every challenge is an opportunity to build resilience, patience, and strength. The people who accomplish great things in life are not the ones who never had hardships, but the ones who refused to let hardships defeat them. They stayed positive. They kept pushing forward. They refused to let a temporary problem turn into a permanent mindset of defeat. Think of a seed planted in the dirt. In the darkness, it can feel buried, forgotten, and overwhelmed. But what looks like a setback is actually the beginning of something new. That seed is not buried, it's planted. And when the time is right, it will break through the soil and grow into something incredible. The same is true for you. Your hard times are not burying you, they are preparing you. The key is to keep the right perspective, to stay positive, and to trust that what you're going through is shaping you for something greater. When you keep a strong mindset in tough times, you don't just survive, you thrive. And that's what leads to lasting success. Your attitude is one of the most powerful forces in your life. It's like a magnet constantly pulling things toward you, either problems or blessings. The way you think, speak, and respond to situations determines what you attract. If you dwell on negativity, complain about everything, and expect the worst, life will meet you at your level of expectation. But if you choose to stay positive, look for the good, and expect things to work in your favor, you'll draw in opportunities, favor, and breakthroughs. Think about two people in the same difficult situation. One complains, saying, "Nothing ever works out for me. I always have bad luck." The other says, "This may be tough, but I believe something good is coming." Over time, the one who complains finds more reasons to be frustrated, unexpected expenses, bad breaks, people who disappoint them. But the one who stays hopeful sees doors open, unexpected blessings, and people who help them move forward. What's the difference? It's not their circumstances, it's what their attitude is attracting. When you walk around with a negative mindset, it pushes opportunities away. People can sense when someone carries a spirit of defeat, bitterness, or frustration. But when you radiate faith, joy, and confidence, you naturally attract favor, connections, and blessings. Life responds to your energy. It's like a thermostat. If you set the temperature to cold, the room adjusts to match it. If you set it to warm, everything shifts accordingly. Your attitude works the same way. If you set your mind on defeat, frustration, or lack, that's the climate you create. But if you set your mind on hope, abundance, and victory, that's what starts showing up in your life. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can control what you choose to focus on. The more you focus on problems, the bigger they seem. The more you focus on solutions and possibilities, the more they appear. Instead of saying, "Nothing ever changes for me," start saying, "Something good is coming my way." Instead of thinking, "I never get any breaks," start expecting unexpected blessings. When you shift your attitude, you shift your life. If you carry a spirit of gratitude, joy, and expectation, you'll start attracting opportunities you never imagined. You'll meet the right people, doors will open, and favor will follow you. Your attitude is creating your future. Make sure it's attracting the right things. In the face of life's challenges, we can draw inspiration from the eagle's remarkable response to storms. Unlike many birds that seek shelter, eagles have a unique approach. They leverage the storm's turbulent winds to elevate themselves, soaring above the chaos by riding the storm's currents. They conserve energy and gain a clearer, more expansive view of their surroundings. The storm, rather than being a threat, becomes an opportunity for the eagle to reach greater heights. Similarly, when we encounter personal storms, be it adversity, setbacks, or unforeseen challenges, we have a choice. We can allow these difficulties to overwhelm us, or we can face them head on, using the experience to grow and elevate ourselves. Embracing challenges can lead to personal development, resilience, and a broader perspective on life. Just as the eagle uses the storm to its advantage, we too can transform our challenges into stepping stones, propelling us to new heights we might never have reached without them. No difficulty lasts forever. Every challenge you face is temporary, no matter how overwhelming it seems right now. Life moves in seasons. There are highs and lows, victories and setbacks, moments of joy and times of struggle. But just like winter always gives way to spring, the tough times you're facing will pass. When you're in the middle of a storm, it can feel like it will never end. The hardship, the disappointment, the uncertainty, it may seem like it's here to stay, but just because you feel stuck doesn't mean you are. The pain is temporary. The struggle is temporary. The situation you're in today is not your final destination. Think about past difficulties you've overcome. At the time, they felt heavy, but you made it through. You gained wisdom, strength, and resilience from those experiences. This challenge will be no different. It may not be easy, but it won't last forever. Some people give up too soon because they believe the struggle is permanent. They get discouraged, stop dreaming, and lose hope. But those who keep believing, keep pressing forward, and refuse to let temporary pain dictate their future are the ones who experience breakthroughs. Difficulties don't come to stay. They come to pass. The struggle is not meant to destroy you. It's meant to prepare you. Every challenge is shaping you for greater things. The key is to remind yourself, this is just a season. Better days are ahead. If you stay strong, stay positive, and keep moving forward, you'll come out on the other side stronger, wiser, and ready for the blessings that are on their way. It's easy to look at challenges and think, why is this happening to me? The difficulties, the setbacks, the unexpected obstacles that can feel unfair, like life is working against you. But the truth is, challenges are not happening to you. They are happening for you. They are shaping you, growing you, and preparing you for something greater. Every successful person has faced struggles. They didn't reach their destiny without disappointments, delays, or difficulties, but what set them apart was their perspective. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, they saw them as stepping stones. Instead of being discouraged by hardships, they used them as fuel to keep going. Think about a seed planted in the ground. At first, it looks like it's been buried, covered in dirt, hidden in darkness. But in reality, it's not buried, it's being prepared. The pressure, the weight of the soil, the struggle to push through, all of it is necessary for growth. Without it, the seed would never become what it was meant to be. The same is true for you. The challenges you face are not there to hold you back. They are there to push you forward. They are developing strength, resilience, and character within you. That setback may be setting you up for a comeback. That difficulty may be positioning you for a new opportunity. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Start declaring, this is happening for me. I may not see it now, but something good is coming from this. I am being prepared, strengthened, and refined. When you embrace this mindset, challenges no longer intimidate you. You begin to see them as part of the process. You understand that every struggle has a purpose, and if you stay positive, keep believing, and refuse to give up, you will come out stronger, wiser, and better than before. Faith and positivity are not just feel-good ideas. They are powerful forces that position you for breakthroughs. When you choose to believe, even when there's no evidence that things will change, you open the door for unexpected opportunities, solutions, and blessings. Life is full of challenges. There will be moments when nothing seems to be going your way, when obstacles feel too big, and when the odds appear stacked against you. It's in those moments that faith and positivity become your greatest strengths. Faith says, I don't see a way, but I know a way will come. Positivity says, this situation may be tough, but I'm tougher. Breakthroughs don't come to those who complain, dwell on negativity, or give up too soon. They come to those who keep believing, keep expecting, and keep moving forward. When you stay in faith, when you keep a positive attitude, you are preparing yourself for the doors that are about to open. Think of it like planting seeds. When a farmer sows seeds in the ground, he doesn't see immediate results. The soil looks the same, the landscape unchanged, but beneath the surface, something is happening. So roots are growing, life is forming, and in time the harvest will come. Faith works the same way. Just because you don't see progress yet doesn't mean nothing is happening. The key is to stay consistent. Keep speaking victory over your life. Keep expecting things to work in your favor. Don't let temporary disappointments convince you to settle for less than what's possible. Stay in faith, stay positive, and watch how things begin to shift. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. The right connections, the right opportunities, the right doors, they are all lining up for you. Faith and positivity don't just help you survive tough times, they set you up to thrive. Keep believing, keep expecting, and watch how everything changes in your favor. It's easy to dwell on what went wrong, the mistakes, the disappointments, the unfair situations. When things don't go as planned, the natural tendency is to replay the pain, to analyze what should have been different, to let the negativity take root. But the more you focus on what's behind you, the harder it becomes to see what's ahead. You can't move forward while constantly looking backward. What's done is done. The relationship that ended, the job you lost, the opportunity that didn't work out, it's in the past. The longer you dwell on it, the more power you give it over your future. But the moment you shift your focus from what you've lost to what's still possible, everything changes. Every setback carries within it the seed of a greater comeback. What if that disappointment was actually redirection? What if that closed door was making space for something better? When one chapter closes, another's waiting to begin, but you have to be willing to turn the page. The most successful people are not those who never face hardships, but those who refuse to let hardships define them. They don't waste time complaining about the past. They invest their energy into creating a better future. They ask, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? What new opportunities are ahead? Your greatest victories are not in your past. They are in your future. New doors, new relationships, new breakthroughs are waiting for you, but you won't see them if your mind is stuck on yesterday. Let go of the frustration, the resentment, the regret. Make room for fresh possibilities. Don't dwell on what didn't work out. Don't relive the pain. Lift your eyes, shift your mindset, and focus on the opportunities ahead. When you do, you'll be amazed at how life begins to open up for you. A positive mindset is more than just a good attitude. It's a source of strength, a foundation for peace, and a pathway to victory. The way you think determines how you experience life. If you wake up expecting problems, dreading the day, and focusing on everything that's wrong, you'll feel drained, discouraged, and defeated before the day even begins. But when you wake up with a mindset of faith, expecting good things, believing that you have what it takes to overcome any challenge, you step into a completely different reality. Strength comes from within. It's not just about physical endurance. It's about having the mental and emotional resilience to face difficulties without breaking down. Life will test you. There will be obstacles, disappointments, and situations you didn't see coming. But when you have a positive mindset, you develop an inner strength that keeps you moving forward. You recognize that challenges are not meant to stop you. They are meant to prepare you, to shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. Think of a tree standing in the middle of a storm. The winds blow, the rain pours, and the branches may bend, but the tree remains rooted. What keeps it standing? Its foundation, its deep roots that go beyond the surface. Your mindset works the same way. When you're deeply rooted in faith, in positivity, in the belief that better days are ahead, you won't be shaken by every setback. You'll bend, but you won't break. That's the strength a positive mindset brings. Not only does a positive mindset give you strength, but it also brings peace. So many people live in a constant state of stress, anxiety, and worry. They replay their problems over and over, allowing fear to take over their thoughts. But a positive mindset shifts your focus. Instead of being consumed by what could go wrong, you start believing in what could go right. You trust that no matter what happens, you will find a way through. You let go of the need to control everything and embrace the peace that comes with knowing that things will work out. Peace is not the absence of problems. It's the ability to remain calm and hopeful in the middle of them. When you choose to stay positive, you stop allowing external circumstances to dictate your emotions. You refuse to let worry steal your joy. You stand firm in the belief that challenges are temporary, that every difficulty has a solution, and that no setback is bigger than the strength within you. And ultimately, a positive mindset leads to victory. Those who win in life are not the ones who never face struggles. They are the ones who refuse to give up. When you stay positive, you attract solutions. You see possibilities where others see dead ends. You keep going when others quit. The difference between those who achieve great things and those who remain stuck is not intelligence, talent, or luck. It's mindset. A positive mindset keeps you moving, keeps you believing, and keeps you reaching for greater things. Victory doesn't mean you'll never face challenges. It means you have the right perspective to overcome them. It means that no matter what happens, you won't let temporary difficulties define your future. It means that instead of dwelling on problems, you focus on solutions. Instead of complaining, you take action. Instead of letting fear hold you back, you step forward with courage. Every successful person, every champion, every overcomer has one thing in common. They refuse to let negativity win. They choose to see the good, to find the lesson, and to keep believing that something great is ahead. That's the power of a positive mindset. It's not just about feeling good in the moment. It's about building a life filled with strength, peace, and victory. So no matter what you're facing today, remind yourself you have the strength to endure. You have the peace that surpasses understanding. And you have the mindset that will lead you to victory. Keep believing, keep pushing forward, and watch how your life begins to transform. Life is full of ups and downs, unexpected twists and challenges that test your patience, strength, and resilience. At some point, everyone faces situations that seem unfair, overwhelming, or discouraging. The difference between those who overcome and those who remain stuck is not their circumstances, it's their mindset. If you can stay positive in the middle of a negative situation, you win. Your perspective shapes your reality. Two people can go through the same challenge, yet one comes out stronger while the other remains bitter. The difference is how they choose to see the situation. A negative mindset will magnify problems, making them seem impossible to overcome. But a positive mindset looks for solutions, lessons, and opportunities, even in the hardest moments. Think about it. When you face difficulties, you have two choices. You can either let the negativity consume you, making you feel hopeless and defeated, or you can rise above it, choosing to focus on what you can control, what you can learn, and how you can move forward. Staying positive doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to respond with faith, strength, and optimism, even when things aren't going your way. Every difficulty you face has an expiration date. No storm lasts forever. But your mindset, the way you think, the way you respond, and the attitude you carry will determine how long you stay in the storm. Some people go through a difficult time and let it define their entire future. They get stuck in bitterness, replaying their disappointments and setbacks over and over. But others make a different choice. They acknowledge the difficulty, but they refuse to let it dictate their destiny. They choose to stay positive, to keep moving, and to believe that better days are ahead. Even when things seem out of your control, one thing remains within your power: your attitude. You may not be able to change every situation immediately, but you can control how you respond. And when you respond with a positive mindset, you set yourself up for victory. Negativity weakens you. It drains your energy, clouds your thinking, and makes you feel like giving up. The more you focus on what's wrong, the bigger the problems seem. But positivity works the opposite way. It fuels you. It gives you strength. It helps you see solutions instead of just obstacles. When you stay positive, you attract favor, new opportunities, and unexpected breakthroughs. People want to be around those who radiate faith and optimism. Doors open for those who believe in possibilities rather than dwelling on limitations. It's not about pretending everything is easy. It's about refusing to let challenges steal your joy, your hope, or your confidence. A positive attitude shifts your focus from "I can't" to "I will." From "this is impossible" to "with faith and effort I can overcome." That shift in mindset is what separates winners from quitters. Look at the eagle. When a storm comes, most birds look for shelter, trying to escape the heavy winds, but not the eagle. Instead of running from the storm, the eagle flies directly into it, using the wind to lift itself higher. The very storm that could have destroyed it becomes the force that takes it to new heights. That's what happens when you stay positive in a negative situation. The same difficulty that could have broken you will be what makes you stronger. The very thing that was meant to stop you will be what helps you rise. Staying positive in negative situations doesn't just help you survive, it positions you to thrive. When you refuse to dwell on negativity, you create space for growth, opportunities, and breakthroughs. You train your mind to look for solutions instead of excuses. People who accomplished great things in life didn't have perfect circumstances. They had setbacks, failures, and moments where things seemed impossible. But instead of letting those moments define them, they chose to stay positive, keep believing, and push forward. Think about the most successful and inspiring people, athletes, entrepreneurs, leaders. They all have one thing in common. They didn't give up when things got hard. They kept a strong mindset. They believed in themselves even when no one else did. They stayed positive, and eventually they won. Life will test you. Challenges will come. But in every negative situation, you have a choice. Will you let it defeat you, or will you use it as fuel to grow, rise, and succeed? When you stay positive, even when things are hard, you win. You win because you refuse to be a victim of your circumstances. You win because you stay in control of your mindset. You win because you open yourself up to new possibilities instead of staying stuck in old disappointments. So whatever you're facing today, make the decision, stay positive, keep believing, and watch how things start to turn around. Your best days are ahead, and if you stay strong in the storm, you'll come out on the other side stronger, wiser, and ready for victory. Life will always have its challenges, but you are stronger than anything that comes your way. You have the power to choose how you respond. You have the ability to rise above negativity, to see opportunities where others see obstacles, and to keep moving forward when others give up. So make the decision today, no matter what happens, you will stay positive. You won't let setbacks define you. You won't let disappointments break you. You will stand firm in faith, knowing that better days are ahead. Because when you refuse to give in to negativity, when you keep believing, when you stay hopeful, even in the toughest times, you win. You win in your mindset, you win in your spirit, and you win in life. So hold your head high. Keep your heart full of faith and step forward with confidence. Your breakthrough is coming, your victory is on the way, and your best days are still ahead.